Well, Rotimi Fakayojo joins me now from the trading floor. Good morning, Rotimi, and thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Harriet. Welcome to this last day of the year.
Oh, yes, it's quite exciting. Now, let's just talk about yesterday's trade for a moment before we start with ending the year. The market started out and closed on a good note yesterday, despite the 25 Naira drop recorded by Nestle.
Yes, yesterday, I think right from the beginning of the market was having an ascent. Initially, we had 0.12%, later getting to 0.2%, and ended the market by 0.59%. Even for a stock like Guinness that have been losing all the while, I think yesterday it revived and it got back on the Guinness chart. For Nestle, I think it was it could have even lost more than what it did, because initially it had lost as much as 45 Naira before it regained strength and ended up with a loss of 25 Naira. I think basically we're still going to see more of that happening. We're still going to see more gain today. If you look at critically at the market capitalization right now is about 12.95 trillion, which means with just about 50 billion Naira appreciation of the market capitalization today, we see the market closing at above 13 trillion, which is most likely. And I think the kind of gain that we saw yesterday is just repeat itself today again, as more brokers are coming into the floor now, and I think we're going to see much more brokers on the floor today. More so for the fact that the trading session is going to close at 12:30 instead of 2:30.
Yeah.
So I think there is going to be spirited effort and a lot of concentration on the machine, and everybody want to do as much as possible before the market bell is rung. So I think for yesterday, I think we had a lot of gainers yesterday. So it wasn't just as if it was a single high cap stock that actually moved the market. I think a majority of the high cap stock didn't actually pull weight yesterday as we would have expected. So I expect that a few of them today will actually brace up and gain some points. And I think one or two banks also may follow in the same suit, that is gaining some points, as we saw a substantial gain in UBA PLC yesterday. So I think for today, the market is still very much on a good stead, and I think we may end up with 13 trillion Naira today.
Well, you already mentioned it, that we saw a lot of gainers. Yesterday, we actually saw 42 gainers. And so market breadth was quite positive, even though the highest gainer, Guinness, actually recorded 3 Naira 90 kobo increase, so that it closed at 236 Naira 90 kobo. What really happened? Why did we see so much gainers as against losers?
Well, I think some companies have basically defined their resistance level, and I think that wasn't different from what we saw in Guinness yesterday. At about 233, I think it became evident that it could not really get lower than that price. Even as much volume wasn't done at that price, we saw just a total of about 70,000 being done yesterday in Guinness, and I think that wasn't really large enough. So I think, but be that as it may, whenever a stock gets to its resistance level, is either a large quantity is mopped up at that price, or if it has not been done the previous day, or on the day that it will be traded, you will see very few units being traded. Then it goes on and on until we get to another level of equilibrium. So I think for Guinness PLC, for the price that it is, I think it's quite still good to go. And I think with the number of shares in issue, which is not as large as that of Nigerian bills, I think that is actually giving it an edge on what is happening, and also it makes the earnings per share to be much higher. So I think comparative to Nigerian bills with both prices, I think they are still very much, whoever is buying Guinness is still very much at a better advantage.
Well, Rotimi, the market will close today for the year. What are your thoughts as to how the market has performed this year?
Well, the market has performed excellently well. And I think in the area of market capitalization and the Osha index, when you look at the appreciation that we've seen, I think for up to yesterday we've seen over 43%, and I think that is quite substantial compared to any other market among the frontier market. And I think when we want to look at even the other more developed markets, Nigerian market has done excellently well, better than others. But I think for an encouragement into the year 2014, I think the regulators and that is Security and Exchange Commission and Nigerian Stock Exchange, they need to move more and make more efforts so that we can get more listings to be able to actually raise up and deepen the market.
Well, thank you so much, Rotimi, for sharing your thoughts with us today. Just 3 hours of trading. So I guess I'll see you in the new year then. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.